Disclaimer. The content shared in this video about emotional burnout, including what it is, why it occurs, and ways to support recovery, is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, or therapeutic advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Emotional burnout can sometimes overlap with conditions such as anxiety, depression, or other mental health concerns. If you are experiencing persistent distress, emotional overwhelm, or difficulty functioning in daily life, please consider reaching out to a licensed mental health professional, counselor, or healthcare provider for personalized support. If you are in crisis or feel at risk of harming yourself, please contact your local emergency services or a mental health crisis helpline immediately. Every individual's experience with burnout is unique. The strategies shared in this video are general suggestions and may not be suitable for everyone. Please use your own judgment and seek professional guidance where necessary. Thank you for being here and taking a step from silence to strength.
Have you ever felt exhausted, despite of having hours of sleep? Or have you ever noticed things that you cared about before feel distant, heavy, or sometimes they even feel emotionless, meaningless? If that's what you're experiencing, you're not alone. What if I said it's not laziness, it's not motivation issues, rather it's something deeply connected within ourselves? What if I said this is emotional burnout? Confused, right? Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Dhwani and welcome back to my channel, Dhwani from Silence to Strength. Today we would be focusing on emotional burnout, exploring what is emotional burnout, the common causes, the signs that we may have ignored, also understanding the gentle steps that we can take towards journey to recover from emotional burnout if we have been experiencing burnout ourselves. Let's get into it. What is burnout? Emotional burnout is when your mind is in stress for a long period of time without any breaks. Now, burnout can occur because of different reasons, some of which may include work, caring responsibilities, distress within your relationships, or a lot of emotional presence that is required for your life situations and circumstances. Burnout isn't failure. It is important to remember it's a signal and a reminder to let you know that the internal resources that we had have now been stretched beyond limit for too long, and we may need to do something about this. Let's have a look at the common causes of why burnout may occur. Number 1, chronic stress. When stress continues for months, years at a time without any break or enough time for recovery, we start having this state of nervous system in a panic mode where it's working beyond limit, which quietly then turns into this sense of overwhelm. Over time, it works and exhausts our emotional energy. Number 2, emotional labor. This may occur when we are supporting other people, holding safe space for others, or resolving a lot of issues for either ourselves or other people. During these processes, we've run out of energy if we have been doing it for a long time. Many people who deeply care are often the ones that experience emotional labor. Number 3, lack of boundaries. If you constantly feel responsible for everything, a burnout is more likely to occur. Your energy is finite. Number 4, mental overload. When we engage into solving problems, taking responsibilities, thinking a lot, and making sure that we're constantly providing safe support for other people, our brain receives very little time to act, rest, recover, because we've been doing a lot. During this time, what you may see is build-up of these factors result in slowly, quietly using up our nervous system, our nervous energy, because it's depending on the mental, the emotional, physical, all of the energies to function. Let's have a look at common symptoms that we have missed. Number 1, constant fatigue. If you constantly find yourself feeling tired, sleepy, or just exhausted, this can be emotional exhaustion, because you may have been using a lot of emotional energy to commit and take responsibilities. But it's not just physical fatigue. Number 2, emotional numbness. Like I said before, if you had something or someone that you cared about before, this time around it may just feel like a task. It may feel distant, heavy, or meaningless at times. Your mind just shuts down during the times where you're constantly feeling your emotions are being used up. It's sort of like our brain deciding to just turn the volume of our emotions really low in order to protect ourselves. Number 3, small tasks feel really heavy. Replying to messages, getting out of bed, doing house chores, things that you used to do it before with such amount of energy or didn't need to think about it before, now they may feel like a huge task, which is where you may often find yourself procrastinating or getting really irritated because it uses a lot of mental energy. Number 4, increased irritability. Burnout reduces our ability to manage distress. It also reduces our emotional tolerance level. In return, when we are doing small things and they're not working out the way we would have hoped for them to, small things start to feel like much bigger, much heavier, because we're so depleted. Number 5, withdrawals from others. Social interactions can be really challenging for anyone that is experiencing emotional burnout, purely due to the amount of engagement that is required physically, mentally, emotionally during a conversation. It just feels easier to isolate ourselves. Number 6, loss of motivation. Now, this doesn't actually mean that you've lost your motivation. It just means that things that you used to find really meaningful are now meaningless for us. It is a reminder that it's not we have lost passion or interest. It's rather a reminder that we need to recover from our burnout to be able to enjoy and feel motivated to do things. Now, many of the symptoms that I discussed right now sound very similar to other mental health issues that may be present. So it is very important to make sure that we are going to a professional, either your doctor, a counselor, a psychiatrist, or a psychologist, to make sure we're not self-diagnosing, as many of the symptoms overlap with other mental health issues. So please remember to look out for support if you are struggling. So let's move forward. Gentle steps to move towards recovery. Healing from burnout isn't about pushing harder. It's about recognizing the road to recovery, ensuring that we are restoring balance. Let's have a look at the 5 different steps towards this recovery journey. First one is to slow down. Now, since we may have been running on this nervous energy for such a long time, we know we don't have a lot of it left, which is why we need to make sure that during the day finding times or scheduling things that would help us to slow down a little, ensuring our nervous system has a bit of a chance to take a break. Number 2, reconnect with rest. True rest is not sleep. It is about a reminder that I am taking it slow, and rest needs to focus on recovery, physically and mentally. Activities that would support you restore your energy needs to be included in your daily routine, whether that is sitting down doing meditation, if that's what you're into, whether it is about doing gentle body exercises, or rather sometimes it's coloring in or taking quiet time by yourself to ensure that you're reconnecting, retraining yourself to take rest. Number 3, set boundaries. Ensuring that you're protecting your time and energy and not committing or over committing to things that will run you out of your battery. Ensuring that even small boundaries can be helpful so that you can reduce the pressure on yourself. Number 4, reconnect with people you trust. Ensuring that we're sharing our experiences, building an emotional safety allows us to feel rested, safe, and secure with no pressure. Sharing our experiences with someone that may have experienced it before, or is someone that is just willing to sit there in silence to listen to us. This can help us lift that emotional weight off our shoulders. Also reminds us that we can find peace, we can communicate, and we can process what's been happening for ourselves if we just provide time, compassion, and respect towards our experiences. Number 5, practice self-compassion. So like I said before, burnout recovery isn't about pushing yourself harder. It's also not about talking to yourself like you've just been a failure for a while. Burnout is not a failure, it's just a reminder that you need support, you need rest, you need to recover. Be gentle with yourself. Try not to be so hard and put yourself down. Healing is not a race. It happens at our own pace. With the right kind of support, with lots of self-compassion, we can change things around. And always remember, this channel is here, this community is here to remind you you're not alone. We can do this together. So, let's find ways to incorporate all of these strategies in our daily routine. Or if we're struggling beyond our capacity, please reach out for support to your nearest doctors. Or if you're in crisis, please go to the emergency department at the nearest hospital to receive support. So in the end, all I'd like to say is if you are experiencing burnout, remember this: your exhaustion is not your weakness. Your burnout is not your failure. It's a reminder that your mind and body are screaming for rest, care, support, and compassion. The more we focus on ourselves, the easier we'll find taking those small steps to recovery would become easier and fun. So until then, if this video resonated with you, please subscribe to our channel, Dhwani from Silence to Strength, and let me know in the comments which burnout signs did you experience? Or is there one that you may have experienced and we didn't cover in this video? Please comment down below so that your voice can be heard and may also be something that someone else might just need to hear as well. If you like more content like this and want to talk about common questions around our daily struggles, stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and we'll hit you more with the content like this.